Hey guys, I wanted to make a really quick video here showing you something that I thought was quite interesting about GTA San Andreas on Android. Now, I'm not completely sure if this is just Android. It could be exactly the same for iOS, but I can't verify that because I can't run an FPS meter on an iOS device, which is quite annoying. And I should specify, this isn't my full gaming performance review for the Nexus 5 on San Andreas. I will be making another video about that, so don't worry. What I've done here is I've set everything to its lowest setting. So traffic mode is set to light. Right now I have the frame limiter set to on. That is quite important, so remember that. And in terms of the more detailed settings, you'll see that again, everything is set to its absolute lowest. Even resolution is set to 0%, which I'm not even sure how that's possible. But yeah, and like this, the game looks terrible, by the way, but that isn't the point. Everything else you can see is either off or low. So with the frame limiter on, you will see what the frames are capped at. And you can see it's basically capped at what the original game was set to, and that was around 20 to 25 FPS. You'll see that sometimes it does spike above that range, but it quickly goes down to around 20 to 24. Now, obviously, being this, the graphic settings being this low, we know this device can handle more. So this is just the maximum frames you can get with the frame limiter on. So it pretty much makes it, useless because no one really wants to play it like this because it's a little bit jittery. So turning the frame limiter off on other games would usually mean you can get a load more frames per second because this screen is a 60 Hz screen. It can refresh at 60 Hz, meaning we can display 60 frames per second. So let's go ahead and turn that off, and we'll go back to the game. Again, it's set to its lowest setting, so we should expect around 40, 50, 60 frames per second. That's what we should be expecting. We resume it. It is smoother, but you will notice that it's still sort of capped at around 30. So you can see, again, it sort of spikes above 30, sometimes getting 35 for a split second, 37, but then it's back down to 30. It won't go below 30 because the Nexus 5 can easily handle these settings without a problem, but it won't really go above it. So what I'm trying to say here is, even if you tweak your settings to absolute perfection, you're not going to get this game above 30 frames per second because there's obviously another cap going on here that right now, at least, we can't turn off. Maybe Rockstar will give us the ability to turn that off. But yeah, it doesn't matter how much tweaking you do, you're not going to get this game above 30. Now, I'm not saying 30 frames per second is bad, but, usually we have the option to, most other games can run at 40, 50, 60 frames per second, which does make a difference for your handling and just the way it looks. So, yeah, there's a little bit of information for you guys. Peace out.